Hey everybody, I'm Chris Blakeman and I have great news. With the onset of the coronavirus epidemic happening, Bernina's actually lifted trans-shipping agreements with dealers so that we can go ahead and deliver sewing machines directly to your home and ship high-quality sewing machines to you so you can work on your crafting projects while you're quarantined inside, or if you're just trying to stay safe and trying to stay healthy, maybe get some sewing done. This is a great opportunity to get into a high-quality sewing machine. And if you haven't heard of Bernina before, maybe you kind of had, I'll just explain what makes them so great. They're a family-owned company and they've been around for over 120 years. They build an all-metal chassis with their machine and they have a 20-year warranty. So great warranties, great service. The things that kind of set Bernina apart, I'll just kind of tell you a few of the things. There's actually a lot, but I'll tell you some of the key things. Is that Bernina uses stepper motor systems. So these DC motors, these stepper motors, up here control the needle bar swing as far as the needle bar going back and forth to create stitches, and then also the feed length, or how far the feed teeth actually move the material. These feed teeth also are stamped with really fine feed teeth. So you'll actually see there's 2 to 3 times as many feed teeth on a Bernina machine than on your standard big box machines or like the older machines and that sort of thing. So really good quality feed teeth, all metal carriage, all metal hook assembly. Great machine. The motor is actually a DC current motor, which means it has a direct current motor. There's always 110 volts going to the motor, so the piercing power for your sewing machine is great. And it's going to be able to sew through really thick layers at a slow speed and do a great job, which means precision sewing on thick materials and heavy seams. So that's really good. The bobbin winder is actually an independent bobbin winder, so there's a motor that runs the bobbin winder independently as well. So that's really good. So you can tell when you pick up a Bernina that it's solid. It's a great machine, metal parts, good electronics, really good machine. They've been developing these systems for over 120 years, like I said. So this is great Swiss technology. It's the pinnacle of sewing technology. And we've got a very special offer on this model, the Bernina 330. It's actually a closeout model. It's no longer a current model, but we have a current supply. They just discontinued this machine not that long ago, and we can ship it directly to you. And I'm going to show you why this is such a special machine. So we're going to go ahead and wind a bobbin, and you can see right away how fast that bobbin winds with that independent bobbin winder motor. And if we wanted to, we could actually leave the machine threaded and even use this spool stand over here if we wanted to just go ahead and wind the bobbin and thread it to the bobbin winder while leaving the rest of the machine threaded. A really nice convenience feature that this machine has. Okay, and so you can see once the thread starts to fill, it's going to push over on that bobbin winder. And then once it starts to push over on that bobbin winder, it's going to go ahead and disengage automatically. And it winds it pretty quick too. Very quiet machine while it's winding the bobbin. And there's a little knife here. It'll just cut that. Now I'm going to put my bobbin in the bobbin case. And then we'll thread this up. This is a metal bobbin case, so really high quality bobbin case. We're going to put this in and it'll snap into place just like that. And I can cut that thread on that little knife. You'll see, so that we're ready to sew, and we can grab our bobbin tail and make it just the right length. It's perfect, right? So another really nice thing about the Bernina design is the solid shank foot. So there's a solid shank, okay? Also, if we need to, we can pop the needle plate off with no tools at all. Same thing in the hook area here. I can actually disassemble this and take the hook out. If I need to clean or oil, it's all right there. So very user-friendly. And we're gonna go ahead and put our hook back in. We'll close the race, and it just clips right back, just like that. Very convenient. And then the bobbin case plugs in, only in the right direction. We'll drop this plate on, put the foot on, and we're good to go. Okay? This machine also comes with this nice little sewing platform to give us some extra space. It's made out of ABS. It's the same stuff they make football helmets out of. Very robust and durable, and they actually injection mold it with extra molding on the back to give it a lot of rigidity and durability. Okay, Bernina is really all about durability. Really easy to thread. They actually put little arrows here so we can see exactly where we're going. I'm going to thread to the needle bar, put my pressure foot down, and then we're going to go ahead and use our needle threader. And it just pulls the thread right through for us. Isn't that convenient? And then we'll go ahead, get our tail to the back, and there's a little cutter on the back that'll cut the thread and has a little leaf spring that actually holds onto it for me. So really convenient and nice. Now I'm going to demonstrate for you why these machines do such a good job. I've got a piece of denim right here. My stitch length, I'm going to go ahead and increase my stitch length, and you can see digitally exactly where the stitch length is. If I decrease it or increase it, it shows me exactly what it is. Instead of a dial, it's very precise because it's digital. Same thing with the stitch width. If I want to change the width, it shows me exactly where it's at. So really nice digital feature there. I can also tell the machine I want the needle to stop in the down position for pivoting. So I'll take this fabric, I'm going to fold it over so I've got 3 layers. Okay, and we can see that's a triple seam, or those 3 layers right there. And then we're going to go ahead, take a few stitches forward, hold my reverse button, take a few stitches backwards, and it's going to sew like butter. I mean, very smooth. Now watch this. We'll go ahead and pivot. I'm going to fold the material underneath like this here. And so I've got 3, 6, and 9 layers of denim. It's a lot of denim. And it's just going to climb up that seam, stitch right through it, and now I'll show you something amazing. We're going to take another 3 layers, and we're going to go ahead and push those 3 layers right up to the foot. Okay, and then this has a speed governor up here. I'm going to turn that down all the way, and then I'm actually just going to sew at the slowest speed. And if you watch, we're actually sewing 12 layers of denim at the slowest speed. And see how the needle pierces through all 12 layers without hesitating at all? That's because of box feed, the good quality feed teeth, and the direct current motor system. Very amazing. Okay, so we can do precision sewing on very thick layers, no problem, with a Bernina machine. See that? 12 layers. Nice, right? And there's good stitches on both sides, great tensions. So it's pretty amazing. I mean, I can even take this piece of knit, we can go right to a stretchy material. It's going to stretch both directions, right? And I'm going to go to a reverse cycle mending stitch on this machine. So that's actually going to be number 17. So to do that, I just do number 17. Really easy. Do 2 layers of this knit fabric. See how I can run the machine at full speed? In very minimal shaking. I'm actually going 1,000 stitches a minute. And we're just getting a really good stitch quality with those precision motors that run the needle bar. You can see the needle bar going back and forth, hitting all those different positions exactly like it's supposed to. And then the stitch length is perfect. So this stitch, you can see, look at that. So I can transition from 12 layers of denim to 2 layers of a double knit and get a really nice stitch. That'll wash really well, it'll wear really well and last a long time. And this machine actually has some beautiful decorative stitches. I'm just going to show you a couple of them here. So we're going to go to number 30, which is kind of a fun heirloom looking decorative stitch. And the nice thing about this better quality speed, the better quality stepper motor system is we get precision accuracy with our needle, and it's going and it's hitting all those different needle positions to create this beautiful decorative stitch. And then I'll go ahead and do number 32. And I actually just changed the stitch while I'm still running the machine. That's no problem. Okay, I can even do number 33 and it'll just transition right over to that. So pretty amazing, right? So we've got some different decorative stitches there, Greek key, a little bit of satin stitching, and then a fun floral heirloom looking stitch, right? So we've got really good stitch quality, both sides. Does a great job. And now I'm going to show you something amazing. I'm actually going to take my threads and pull these out and double them over. The feed system on a Bernina is so good that we're actually going to transport thread through the machine. I'm just going to double these over like this. We're going to go to a zigzag stitch. And the machine will actually feed thread. Now I have to keep the thread in the middle. But then the feed teeth do the rest of the job. And they transport it through. It's pretty amazing. And I gotta tell you, most machines would be jamming like crazy right now. Most machines cannot handle that. And we have some beautiful cording here. We just made some thread cording. And now what I'll do is I'll actually take this buttonhole foot here. Bernina actually has special clips on the 330 machine, or the 3 Series machines, and their other machines have this foot as well, where you can wrap the cording onto these clips, so we could go ahead and make a corded buttonhole. So this is a fun technique to get a decorative style buttonhole. Put this foot on, then we'll stitch out a buttonhole. We're just going to do our standard buttonhole, and so when I sew this buttonhole, I'm going to go to the length that I need to. And you can see I set a gauge right here to the length that I want for the buttonhole. The machine will remember and then actually just tie off. So the nice thing about that is we can also, see we have a corded buttonhole, so we could trim that, freight check it, but if I'm ready to do another buttonhole, I can just go ahead and run it, and it remembers the same size, so it's automatic. So this has an automatic buttonhole. So if this machine makes a beautiful buttonhole stitch, and we stitched our cording onto here, so we have a corded buttonhole that really stands up, and then here's a standard buttonhole. So got a little bit of thread on there. It's looking great. But what we're going to do now is show you how easy it is to free motion. I'm actually going to drop these feed teeth by pressing this button on the side of the machine, and they go down. This is a hopping foot. This is an optional foot you can get for the machine. And I'm actually going to take this leather, and we're going to free motion on this leather. And I'm just going to go to my straight stitch. See how this Bernina can free motion on leather? So smooth. Isn't that amazing? And then I can actually set to a zigzag. We're going to decrease our width so we're not striking the foot with this machine. And now we can do a satin stitch. Pretty amazing. So free motioning right onto leather. No problem with the Bernina. So go ahead and just click the link below to learn more. Send us your information. We just need your name and phone number so we can contact you. Click the button below that to just go ahead and give us a call. If you're on mobile, it'll just call us automatically. You can also call the number just below that. We just need your first name and your phone number, then your email address to make sure you're a real person and not a robot, and then we're going to contact you, send you some more information. This is on discount right now. It's a closeout model, limited inventory available, and we'll ship directly to your home. With the coronavirus going on right now, Bernina's allowing it, and so this is a great opportunity to get into a high-quality Bernina machine. Thanks for watching.